Google doesn't... Is it a Google device? Like a Google... Like a laptop? It's from Google? Yeah, that's a scam. Don't press that, please. They're trying to actually install... You probably have, like, malware installed. Let me be right. But, like, that's definitely a virus. But definitely you have malware, so I would still do, like, a good antivirus scan. Because you 110% have some malware, my friend. Yeah, so you need to... Hi, Ash. Interesting choices across the board there. Sometimes the scan won't pick it up if it is, like, decent malware. So you might need to go in and take a look and see what properties are currently active or what programs are currently active to identify it, then remove it that way. There we go. Just wait for him to get to the corner. So we're going to be a bit patient there. The biggest thing that I can recommend with Huntress is to really just be as patient as possible with your hatchets. Like, if you are wound up and they're going to bottleneck themselves like that, be patient with yourself. Don't try and throw too early. All right, let's take a look and see if we can find them. Unfortunately, let's try and keep the middle gens if possible, first off and foremost. Kept giving me car dealerships. Yeah. I think the funniest one I've ever saw was the ones that used to scream at you. It would raise your volume to 100% and would literally just scream at you to call a number. It would also, like, put out an alarm, whatnot. It was terrifying for the people who got it, mind you, but it's, like, hysterical in my opinion as an IT professional. They both went to a dead end. The Meg was literally falling to Jeff there and ended up into a dead end. That's amazing. A little bit, like, that was a good shot, all things considered, but it was a little bit off angle. Let's find a hook and then grab some more hatchets. So that must have been the UE on that generator, meaning that they are not going for the Ash just yet. They probably are now, so we might be able to make it to basement in time to intercept them. Based on the fact that I do see scratch marks now, I should be able to reach the top of the steps close towards here, or even better. That's a Jeff. We'll hit him, and immediately get an M1 down. I was kind of hoping that that window would be a door instead, but that worked out in my favor, so I can't complain with the results. Scratch marks would indicate that Ash is still nearby. Interesting. I wonder why. Let's grab more hatchets, and we need to find the Yui. The Yui seems to be the gen jockey right now. She's very... who healed? I don't think Ash had a medkit, so I'm a little bit skeptical of that fact. Ash could have been nearby along with, like, the Meg or the Yui. I feel like I'm outside of the range of Whispers now, so Whispers is active for a reason. Yeah, Whispers is definitely active for a reason. I'm just not sure where. We see scratch marks going to this generator. We see the Yui trying to use the corn to her advantage. I'm not really sure if that worked out as well as she's hoping. Nice dodge, but it's going to end up getting you M1'd instead, so we'll just take the hit here. Yeah, I was expecting a dead hard there. Absolutely. We do want to reload since we're below 3. Ideally for me, in my opinion, I always want to reload whenever it's at, like, 3. We do see scratch marks heading back towards Shack, so we're going to expect an unhook momentarily. Looks like that Jeff did go down to second stage, and we should be able to get to the top of the steps before the unhook. Yep. We'll wait. And Jeff is still down there too. Alright, get him down. And now we should have a 2-for-1 here. Like, there are 3 people down. The Ash is the only one up and running. Jeff, I do imagine, has a DS, of course. So we should be able to make that work in our favor. One other thing to mention about Huntress, that's something that I didn't pay attention to for very long, but now I do, is that your hit with hatchets have a shorter wind-up time than your M1 fatigue. So if you have the ability to hit them with hatchets first off and foremost before you go for the M1. Jeff probably has DS, so he'll DS me here. He gets 5 seconds of time, or not, and Jeff just dies. That works too. So now we have one person back into basement. Huntress is one of the few killers that can actually use basement to their advantage. Like, really use it to their advantage. So if you have the ability for Huntress and are in the area, it's well worth it, in my opinion. Whispers is not active, so they're back in basement. I doubt this will work. That was so close. If that would have hit, that would have been amazing. I can only imagine that they were scared so much by the sound that whizzing by their head. Oh, just a little bit lower. That's all I needed. That's all I needed was a little bit of a lower hit. So it was the Ash, mind you. Ooh, another close one. A little bit too close to the barrel. That's all. Well, we're gonna go for you. Your 15 seconds of BT are probably up, right? And we'll get you down. I'll break this. So Yui's been, yeah, like I said earlier, Yui's the gen jockey, if anyone has noticed that. She's the only one, like, really committing to gens. And looks like this Meg also doesn't have DS. Does anyone have DS in this game? No. One person, maybe not. What other obsession quirks are there? It's not Object Obsession. This is either the Yui or the Ash. We'll find out in a second. They'll go back into the corner, which is a bad mistake on their part. That's the Ash. He'll drop. He does not drop. No body block him out of the pallet. Alright, that's fine. I'll get that. And we'll mind game him a little bit. We'll break. Metal Man would make Ash the obsession, but only after Metal Man procs, right? Like, I'm not crazy for thinking that. You know, I'm just gonna reload first. For the people's potential, does that make it so that there's an obsession in the game, though, as well? Ash does not know, by the way, that he cannot drop pals against Huntress. He is very much a little bit naive in that regard. Oh, it makes you the obsession? Gotcha. So, yeah, so I'm not sure. Maybe in that case, Yui's the only one with a DS? That's the only thing that I can think of. Yui is still around. She hasn't left the tile. There she is. Let's see. Is she going for the unhook? Alright, she dives back into this tile. That's fine. There is a pallet here. Let's keep her on the inside. Sure, go for it. She'll now vault out. Nope, she doubles back. So now let's get a hatchet hit. And then another hatchet hit. I was hoping that she would continue and try and get a corn hit, but didn't work out the way I wanted it to. There's Dead Hard, and down for the Yui. And looks like we're 50-50, so I guess I'll be the tiebreaker, and I'm gonna give Yui hook, because she has not been hooked this... Actually, yes, she has. She's been hooked once. Whatever. Upsy do. Upsy daisy. Yeah, upsy go. So those are some little tips and tricks of Huntress that I've been picking up as I've been watching other content creators. You know, use your hatchets to your advantage, basically. Like, if you can learn how to use your hatchets, then you're golden. And get them into bottlenecks as much as possible. Pallets, vaults, what have you. But that is a GG, well played to those survivors. That was a fun one. I like that.